Hello, my name is Jason. Welcome to the employee orientation for the Washington State Employee Assistance Program, commonly known as EAP. The EAP is a voluntary, confidential program that is available at no charge to all state employees and their immediate adult family members. During this time, we will explain what services we offer and how you may utilize this program. To achieve this, we will answer these questions. What is an EAP and why do employers have one? What types of issues can EAP handle? How do I schedule an appointment with EAP? And what can I expect after I have scheduled an appointment? So why do employers have an EAP and how can they assist you? Issues such as work-related stress, marital or family problems, or substance abuse can affect almost anyone personally and professionally. Sometimes such issues can impair an employee's performance at work, leading to lower productivity, strained relations with coworkers, and frequent absences or accidents. The purpose of EAP is to assist employees who might be having personal problems that may be affecting their job to become fully productive employees. EAP provides assessment, short-term problem solving, and referral to appropriate resources. The result is a healthier, more productive employee with improved relations at home and at work. In the mid-1940s, large corporations introduced a program to assist employees who were having problems with alcohol. Since entering the 21st century, the workplace has experienced new types of stress related to work-life balance, as well as safety and financial concerns, and the EAP has expanded its focus to meet these challenging needs. The Employee Assistance Program consistently remains on the cutting edge to identify events and trends that impact behavior in the workplace. We believe that by addressing the personal needs of our employees, we can create a healthier business environment that will help everyone to reach their potential. The mission of EAP is to support the well-being of state employees to promote a resilient and productive workforce. Our values are confidential, accessible, respectful, effective, and solution-focused. EAP cares about Washington State employees. Let's look at these closer. Your contact with EAP is confidential and voluntary. However, for your safety, there are certain state and federal laws that provide for some exceptions. Under Washington State law, if your supervisor or HR office contacts the EAP to refer you for a job performance or conduct issue, the EAP is required to report whether or not you made an appointment, the date and time you arrived and departed, and if further appointments were scheduled. No other information is given without your specific written consent. Federal and state laws do require the EAP professional to contact the appropriate authority if abuse of a minor child, elderly, or disabled person, as well as any threats to self, others, or state property is disclosed. We will be happy to discuss fully any concerns you have regarding confidentiality. EAP is accessible. You may contact EAP on your own, or your supervisor or human resources might refer you. Many agencies and most bargaining agreements allow for the use of paid leave for an EAP assessment. Rules vary, so check with your HR office or labor representative. If you choose not to involve your supervisor by requesting paid leave, you may use your vacation leave or sick leave or your own time to speak with an EAP professional.
Thousands of state employees have found help using EAP, and participation is voluntary. Our goal is to help you find practical solutions to real-life problems. It doesn't matter whether your problems begin at home or work, an employee assistance professional will listen respectfully to your story. Did you know that an average of 90% of people who return EAP satisfaction surveys report their experience was positive and helpful? We believe getting expert help to assist workers solve their personal problems is good business. One thing is certain, most personal problems don't get any better by being ignored. EAP can be the first step toward meaningful change. Finally, Your EAP is solution-focused. Each employee assistance professional is skilled at helping employees find practical solutions and resources to help you cope with challenges that impact you personally and/or your performance on the job. Whether it's stress from work demands, conflict with coworkers, or finding work-life balance, our EAP professionals will listen and offer you the best recommendations that we can. We're also here to help with concerns related to anxiety, depression, domestic violence, marital and parenting issues, eating disorders, chemical dependency, or addictive behaviors such as gambling or internet usage. Making an appointment with EAP is easy. Just pick up the phone and dial one of these telephone numbers. Your call will be answered by a caring, helpful representative. If you reach our voicemail, you may leave a confidential message and an EAP representative will get back to you shortly. We'll schedule you to see someone as soon as possible. Appointments can be face-to-face or by telephone. For employees not located near our main or satellite offices, we can schedule you with a professional provider in or near your area to conduct your EAP assessment. We'll help you identify what will work best for you. Remember, all EAP appointments must be scheduled by calling one of the numbers you were just given. Once you have scheduled an appointment, you'll be asked to complete a client intake packet. This will make you aware of our confidentiality and privacy practices and provide us with some personal and demographic information. A copy of the client intake packet can be downloaded from our EAP website. You can expect the employee assistance professional to listen with care and compassion to your concerns. It's important for you to know that while all professionals working with the Washington State EAP are trained in counseling, the goal is not to provide ongoing counseling. We do assessment, offer short-term problem solving, and provide helpful referrals. The EAP is a great place to get started and to receive help and direction in how to best take the next step.
Before we say goodbye, let's review what we've just discussed by giving you this short quiz. Question number 1. A person may call the Employee Assistance Program under which circumstance? A state employee is having trouble concentrating at work since her divorce. Even though her supervisor hasn't complained, the employee knows she's been making a lot of errors lately. B, an employee can't figure out how to meet his supervisor's demands, which seem to be unreasonable. C, a state employee and her husband are concerned about some of the behaviors of their teenager. Or D, all of the above. Which scenario do you think is the correct response? Hopefully your response was D, all of the above. Because all of these scenarios describe a circumstance when a person may call the Employee Assistance Program. The EAP is available to employees who are dealing with a variety of personal or workplace issues. And don't forget, the EAP is available at no cost to you. Question number 2. Under which of these circumstances will the EAP be unable to maintain confidentiality? A supervisor calls and reports he's noticed that an employee who has always been an outstanding worker seems sad lately. He overheard her coworker say the employee's mother had a stroke and may need to be placed in a nursing home. B, a supervisor calls and reveals that he received a DUI last weekend and spent the night in jail. C, an employee disclosed she's afraid her teenage son may have stolen an iPod from the neighbor. Or D, none of the above. Which answer do you think is the correct response? The correct answer is D, which means that in all of those circumstances, EAP will maintain confidentiality. Exceptions to confidentiality are clearly spelled out in the Statement of Understanding. Every person reviews and signs this prior to an EAP appointment. When a supervisor suggests the EAP, but no job performance problems are identified, this is considered an informal referral, and the supervisor isn't notified if the employee contacts EAP. When an employee is referred to EAP due to job performance problems, we will advise only that the employee made and kept the appointment and whether subsequent visits were scheduled. Personal information such as receiving a DUI or concern about a family member's behavior will be maintained confidentially. The concerned person will be given helpful solutions or referrals. Here's question number 3. Which statement about the Washington State Employee Assistance Program is not true? A. When trying to contact EAP and it's necessary to leave a telephone message, the EAP's voicemail is confidential. B. You are not allowed to use the EAP unless your supervisor refers you. C. There are different options available for an EAP appointment, including in-person or telephone appointments. Or D. The EAP is voluntary. The correct answer is B. You may contact EAP on your own, or your supervisor or human resources might refer you. Telephone appointments are also available. Thanks for taking the time to learn about the Washington State Employee Assistance Program. I hope this orientation has helped you to understand how EAP can help you. Remember, no problem is too big or too small. In fact, the sooner you seek help, the sooner you'll be able to resolve whatever troubling situation is getting in the way of a healthy, happy, and productive life. If you have further questions, never hesitate to call.